Hi there. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice. I will be glad in it. Hello, everybody. My name is Jeff. I'm a Christ follower. I'm a husband, a father, a papa, a friend. I love motorcycles. And I am the preacher Moto Man, and this channel is mine. Hey, before we go any farther in this video, can I ask you just to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. Give me the thumbs up. Do it by faith. The thumbs up, the bell icon, and then at some point in time in the video, if you got something to say, leave a comment. If it's just nothing but, hey, Jeff, or hey, Preacher Motor Man, or a thumbs up or whatever, all of that stuff helps our algorithms, and it's going to help us grow this channel. Thank you. So it's been 3 years since Black Beauty and I became an item. 3 years ago, it was April of 2020. The Harley Davidson dealership had just opened back up with very limited hours after the initial COVID shutdown. They were only open just like three days a week, and Felicia had started putting in for me to go get a new bike. I didn't want a new bike. I had a 2008 Ultra Classic. It was blue. It was a pretty bike. It ran good. It was comfortable. And one day she said, I want you to go get a new bike. Well, number one, it has occurred to me since I got Black Beauty that number one, she didn't know how much a new bike was going to cost. Don't ever tell a man to go buy something if you don't know how much it's going to cost. She didn't know what the financial commitment was going to be to have this bike. But she came to me initially. She said, I want you to go get I want a new bike. I said, I don't need a new bike. I like the bike I've got. She said, yeah, but we do a lot of trips. And she said, I would like to know that we have a good, dependable bike. I said, the bike is dependable. Well, so we dropped the conversation, and a week or so later, she said, have you given any more thought to getting a new bike? And I said, no. She said, well, I really want you to think about it. Well, now my wheels are starting to roll. I mean, you go tell your man to go get him something new. I mean, I liked the bike, but I thought, wow, maybe what if I did buy a newer bike? And so we were in Pensacola one day, and we stopped by the Harley dealership, and they had a very limited inventory. And this Ultra Limited was the only Ultra Limited they had on the floor. They had this, and then they had a Road Glide Ultra. It was blue. And we looked at them, and met a really nice guy. He was a Navy guy that was working at Harley part-time, and we went and looked at this bike, and we looked at the Road Glide, but I wasn't interested in the Road Glide because I'm not a fan, honestly. I'm not a fan. And so we left. I dropped it. I thought, I'm not getting a new bike. And she came back to me a week or so later. She says, hey, have you given any more thought to getting a new bike? And so this was a Monday morning, and Monday or Tuesday, and it must have been a Tuesday. I don't think they were open on Mondays right during that time. But anyway, whatever day of the week it was, I said, I'm going to prove to you that I cannot buy a new bike. Now, it wasn't that I didn't have the credit for it. I do. It wasn't that I couldn't go buy something. I can. I just didn't think that I could get it to a place where I would be willing to buy it. And so I went to the Harley dealership, and I got there right after they opened. They opened at 10 in the morning. Got there right after that, and looked up the sales guy that I had talked to before. And I said, I want to talk to you about that black Ultra Limited. And so we started talking about that black Ultra Limited, and he took me back to the Road Glide and said, you know, you really ought to take a look at this Road Glide. And I didn't want the Road Glide. I told him, I said, man, the only bike in here that I'm even remotely interested in is that Ultra Limited. And so we started talking, and next thing I know, I'm sitting at a table with him, and the sales manager comes and sits down with us, and he's been working on a deal, unbeknownst to me. And these guys at this Harley dealership, they handle that paperwork like they're doing a card trick or something. I mean, it's kind of hard to even get your hands on it. And he laid it down there, and the numbers on it were just astronomical. There was just no way. I was good. I was done. I was ready to get out of there and go home and get on my blue Classic, Ultra Classic. And no, it wasn't an Ultra Classic. It was an Electra Glide Classic. Electra Glide Classic. I knew something wasn't sounding right about that. I said, no, man, I can't do that. I said, but thanks so much for, making me an offer. And I was kind of getting up. He said, oh, wait a minute. And he went back, and I said, man, there ain't no way I'm going to pay that much for that bike. There's no way I'm going to make payments that big. And I don't remember exactly where they were, but they were up there. And he said, well, hold on, let me work on it a little bit. So he came back, 30 minutes or so later, and he had worked on the deal some, and the payments, already the payments were dropped probably $150, $200 a month, but it was still way beyond. See, I was going to prove that I would not buy the bike, that I would not get it for the deal that I wanted. And I told the guy, I said, now look, listen, I'm cool. I don't need to buy the bike. I don't have my heart set on the bike. I've got a bike that I love. I'm only here because of my wife, and that's cool. And thank you for your time. And I'm going to go, well, wait. So he asked me, he says, well, where do you need to be on this bike? And I told him. Now, they were offering me a very good trade-in for my Electra Glide. A very good trade-in. I was shocked how much they were offering me for the trade-in, but I think they had, they were getting it back on the other side. And so I told him, I said, this is what I'll do. And he said, well, let me go work on it. And he snatched up his paper and went back to his little area. And the sales guy looked at me. He said, Mr. Jeff, I don't know why he called me Mr. Jeff. I guess because he thought I was old. He said, Mr. Jeff, he said, they're not going to do that. He said, I can just tell you right now, they're not going to do that. I said, you think I went too low? He said, I'm afraid so. He said, they're not. He said, if they do that, I'll be shocked. So they were working on it. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to run some errands. I'm going to go get some coffee and run some errands. And you coming back? I said, yeah, I'll probably come back. So I left. I went and got some coffee. I didn't really have any errands to run. I just wanted to get out of there. And then I came back, and I actually started looking at another bike, a used bike. And they came out there and they said, we worked a deal. And I went back there and looked, and we were still haggling. We were getting close, but we were haggling back and forth. And finally, at the midnight hour, I got there at 10 o'clock that morning. It's probably 4 o'clock by now. We finally got to a number. It wasn't as low as what I wanted it to be, but it was really close. And so I said, okay. And so I went into the business office to sign the paperwork. Now, this guy may say this to every customer, but he said, I don't know if you know this or not. He said, but you got a really good deal on that bike. I said, yeah, I think I did. And so I bought the bike. I didn't have the Electra Glide with me. It was still in the shop. It was right here in the hog pen. And so he said, well, we'll have a guy on the way, about 60 miles. And he said, we'll deliver this bike this afternoon. So the guy showed up, pulling a trailer, backed up my driveway, unloaded the new bike, and rode my electric glide up on that trailer. And I'm telling you, my heart, I mean, I was really torn about it. But anyway, it happened, and it is what it is. And this week is our 3rd anniversary. And it hasn't been 3 years without ups and downs. I did a video where I was seriously considering, I was serious. I was going to sell Black Beauty. The economy had changed. Our finances had changed. And I just thought, I'm going to sell Black Beauty and make enough money off of it that I can make a down payment, buy an older bike, and owe less money and these things. And I put it on Facebook Marketplace, and I left it there for about 3 days. And I did get an offer on it that was a reasonable offer, but I didn't accept it, and I pulled it. And I've talked, over the last year and a half, I've been up and down. I'm going to sell it. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. I'm not going to sell it. But I haven't sold it. And here we are 3 years later. Now, let me tell you that 3 years later, it's a great bike. It runs great. It rides great. I haven't done anything to it that would change the ride. It's still got the stock handlebars. I probably could use them to be a little closer to me because I have short arms. If it could just be a little bit closer to me. Still has the stock seat, but I'm about to have to change the seat because the stitching on the stock seat is coming apart. And I think that's from where when I had to get on the bike, I had to put my leg over it and I pull my leg back. I'm 62 years old. And I'm sure I dragged my foot on that seat and the stitching's coming apart. And I'm gonna have to put a seat on it. And I've already looked at one on Amazon it's not a Saddleman or anything like that. It's like a H something, probably Chinese or Korean made. I don't know what it is. It's $99, but it gets excellent reviews. It had like 500 reviews, and I found one that was negative. And so, but since I've had Black Beauty, I put the normal stuff on. It's got the 3D cup holders for the rider and the passenger, and it's got a 3D cell phone holder. And I put Reinhardt 4.5-inch slip-ons on it at 5,000 miles. Now today it has right at just a tad over 19,000 miles on it. It has custom dynamic LED tail light. I changed that out. Custom dynamic LED filler lights. Custom dynamic low profile bag lights. And the back end of it looks good. I still haven't changed the light that goes around the tour pack light. That's something I want to do, and I need a new headlight desperately bad. I just haven't been able to pull the trigger on buying a really good headlight. But it's been 3 years, and here we are, and we're doing YouTube, and we're talking about it, and I'm about ready to get my GoPro cameras all charged up and back on the bike and do some riding and some moto vlogging, and maybe that'll be coming real soon, and we'll just see what the future holds. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, Black Beauty. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you're still with me, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up. Leave a comment, do whatever you can do, hit the bell icon. All those things help the algorithms, and I'd appreciate it so much. And remember this, Jesus loves you. And Jesus said, the thief comes to steal, to kill, and destroy. He said, I have come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. And I want to encourage you today to choose Jesus, choose life. Bye.